So, hello everybody, here we are back with another unboxing. This time we're unboxing A Touch of Evil Dark Gothic, the deck building game, the base game. I unboxed the standalone expansion Dark Gothic Colonial Horror earlier this week. So let's see what's in the box. It's a lot bigger. It's got 90 starting cards, it's got 10 honor cards, 60 training cards, 1 Hungry Dead Minion card, which is actually replaced by the one that comes with the Colonial expansion, Colonial Horror expansion. 8 heroes, 9 villains, 134 card main deck cards, 12 shocking discovery cards. So let's see what we've got. What's in the box? The box is nice and sturdy. And we have the big cards. These are the hero and the villain cards. We've got the Vampire of Black Bay. He's a 3rd level. So basically you have heroes, you have villains of 3 different difficulties, and you draw 1 for level 1, 1 for level 2, 1 for level 3. And you should, or you can do this randomly, or I guess you could also have a themed game if you wanted to, whatever you desire. Just gonna take these out. Again, the production value of the large cards is poor. As you can see, they are warped. It's the same with the expansion. I've commented on this earlier. You also have the 6-sided omen die. Let's see. The Vampire of Black Bay, Spectral Horseman, Savage Werewolf. These two only have a fight message, and they have a global one. The Greystone Gargoyle, the Dreaded Scarecrow. I really like the artwork on these ones. The Ferian Bog Fiend, Cursed Werewolf, the Creeping Terror. And here we've got our heroes. We've got Charlotte Dubois. She's the Cutthroat Smuggler. She's got 5 combat, 4 cunning, 3 spirit, no honor. And she has, her special ability is a hand size of 7, and all locations cost 1 less to acquire. Brother Marcus, Pious Adventurer, combat 1, cunning 2, spirit 8, honor 1. Faith, you may use spirit instead of fight when attacking a minion or villain. Adriana of Zartha, Foreign Traveler, combat 4, cunning 4, spirit 3, honor 1. Enhanced senses, may discard up to 2 cards from hand to gain 1 wild card each toward defeating a minion or villain, or wild card fight mechanism, either cunning, combat, or spirit. So that's really good because she can choose, so she gets 1 each, so she can take 2 from the same color or 2 from different colors. Harlow Morgan, Man of Science, combat 2, cunning 8, spirit 1, honor 1. In abilities, Invention. Once per turn you may discard a card from hand to give power equal to that card's investigation value. Isabella Fontouk, Noblewoman, combat 4, cunning 6, spirit 2, no honor. Abilities, Manipulation. You may discard any card from hand to block, ignore a strike or fight effect. Wealth, all gear costs you 1 less to acquire. Heinrich Cartwright, the Drifter, combat 3, cunning 2, spirit 6, honor 1. This one apparently is broken because it says anytime you draw 1 or more cards during your turn, you may draw an extra card, then discard 1 of those cards. Because they say whenever he draws cards, you get an additional card to draw. Yeah. I mean, he would get 6 cards with his starting hand plus 1, and then he has to discard 1 of them. So, yeah, it could be potentially broken, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. Katharina Clark, Highway Outlaw, 4 combat, 4 cunning, spirit 2, honor 2. Her ability is stealth. Anytime you roll the omen die, you may choose to re-roll it, but you must accept the second result. Carl Harrison, combat 7, cunning 3, spirit 1, honor 1. Ability soldier, you gain 1 free fight each turn, which is really good. So let's look at the cards that come with the main deck. Here we've got the, okay, this is the hero of the people. These are the shocking discoveries. So we have 5, 6 of these. We've got the Hungry Dead, which will be completely discarded because this one is actually kind of broken because it says you may destroy a card you have played this turn or a card from the center line. The new version actually states this cannot be a minion in the center line or a card with a global effect. So this one is essentially replaced. Here you've got the normal training cards. And more shocking discovery cards, more training cards, which you don't need if you've got the expansion, so yeah. Training cards, more training cards. As you know, I play with only 1 hero and then I limit the number of training cards to 2 per area. So we put this over here. Then we have the starting cards as well. So here we've got the strength starting cards. They look exactly the same. The honor cards, more strength cards, dark secret cards, exactly the same as well. And here we get into the actual deck cards. Old Mold, Minion. Now here in this game we don't have any minions that are actually roaming. So that's something that was introduced with the Colonial Horror expansion. Also, there's no lightning strike in this one, but the lightning strike is actually quite effective because it gives you additional, well, it spices up the game essentially. So since there are no lightning strikes, and I don't know where I actually put them, I'm going to add cards from MECCG. I'm going to use the Twilight ones, and I'm going to use them to add more Twilight strikes, lightning strikes. Okay, so Old Mold, Angry Trees, Night Terror, nice artwork actually here, Ghastly Stalker, Dark Secrets, we put this over here, Vampire Bats, Succubus, Ghosts in the Fog, Gremlins. I really hate this artwork. This artwork is so terrible. Gibbering Evil, Ghost Soldiers, Harpy, Vampire Bats, Murder of Crows, Highwaymen, Sandmen actually, Gibbering Evil, Timber Wolves, Spectre, more training cards, starter cards, more starter cards. Okay, I've actually sleeved the ones from the expansion. And I think if I'm going to sleeve these ones as well, they should still fit in the expansion box, which would be really good. Really good. And you don't really need all of these ones anyway, because I just will never need as many starter cards as this. And here we have more main deck cards. The Old Woods, the Church, Town Hall, Crossroads, Armory, Timberwolves, Runic Amulet, Tools of Science, Gunpowder Keg, the Manor, Windmill, so more locations. There are actually very few locations, or I think maybe 3 in the other one, so there seem to be a little more in here. Events, The Hour is Late, Healing Herbs, Musket, Disturbing Reflection, so yeah, this looks really good. There seem to be 2 versions of Reverend Harding, because there's also one in the other game. Yeah, and Magistrate Croft is also doubled up. So, yeah. Okay. So this is really lovely. I'm really looking forward to playing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this. This was the unboxing of A Touch of Evil Dark Gothic deck building game. Next up will be a sleeving session for me on this nice evening before I go off to do my Tai Chi. And hopefully I will be able to play this game at the weekend, the full game, and I will be able to do a video then. So I wish you a pleasant evening and talk to you soon. Bye bye.